Oh, hey, welcome to MTV Cribs. So we basically decided to flatten out a piece of land in the front of the house, put down a 6x6 meter slab and build a shed with a roof that was too big to put a board in it. I was pretty keen for a moonboard. I wanted a moonboard. I had plenty of holds already, but I thought, wow, if I put a 40-degree board in, I could have a moonboard and then I could have a spray wall and just use all my existing holds on that other wall. So now we're sort of down the track a bit and the spray wall has disappeared and now there's two moonboards. All right, so on the right, we've got the 2016 set. This is what people think of as the original moonboard. On this board, as of today, you've got 31,000 problems, unique problems to climb on. I've got a few more to do before I do them all, but yeah, 31,000 just on that set. And that's the thing with the moonboard that's so good is I used to spend so much time like taping up and coming out with problems, and I like settings really fun, but now I can just go swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, and I don't have to spend that time cutting pieces of tape. The newest one that they've got is on the left, that's the 2019 set with all of the wood holds. There was a set in the middle, and we've got that as well, and had climbed on that for a while, but it wasn't long before they produced this new one, and so I got rid of the 17 and chose to go with the newest one, the 19. And for anyone that wants to know, everyone asks me, what are the wood holds like, the new wood holds that are on this board? Are they nice to climb on? The answer is yes, they're really nice to climb on. This new board is, dare I say it, the best of the three. It's interesting because a lot of boards that have wood holds have like a no feet on the wood rule because they don't want them to blacken up. And I've seen in commercial gyms, they get quite black. And the hot tip, here's the hot tip. I'm gonna give you pro tips on everything. If you just are full on with your brushing, if you brush them quite well, you can generally keep the black off them. And you'll see mine are pretty clean and they get climbed on a lot. But the key thing is you just really want to continually brush them. You need your brush rack. Important. This is the newest one. God, they're good. This bristle density is just out of sight, and the pivot head, so you can get every angle. Okay, now controversial, all right? Now, the ones that we're looking at now on the 16 board, they are the original holds. They have had several years of use, but just recently they went through the dishwasher. Normal dishwasher tablet. Don't do it super hot, maybe decrease the temperature slightly if you've got a really hot dishwasher. Moon, I will be the first to say that Moon say don't do it. But yeah, the Moon holds take a dishwashing really well. They come out like new. Don't do it with the woods. That should have been obvious, but I've had people ask. I wouldn't even know what happens if you put a whole bunch of wood in the dishwasher. It's not going to be good. Don't do that. And maybe if you're frightened, don't do it at all. But yeah, I'm a believer. So the hangboard setup, I've always been a believer in one hangboard is not enough. So because sometimes you're not always doing the same session. You want to have different boards and different holds. I mean, I do. Some people think I'm really crazy, but if you have a fixed space and you're just bolting a hangboard up, then your ability to pull out another board is really quite tricky. So I came up with this thing that they call a French cleat, which is essentially a piece of wood that you cut on a 45. Check that out. So there's a 45 cut down this big beam, and then I can just put a piece of ply on with my board, and it slides and locks into place. Well, just sits really neatly. Got the Beastmaker 2000. I've got the annoyingly hard to hold lattice rung, which they claim is 20 mil. It's actually really 15 mil with an enormous radius. Got the tension grindstone. Some nice holds on it and some quite painful holds. And we've got the very chalked up awesome woodies Homeboy, which I actually helped design. Last but not least, if you've never seen it, it's called a maxi pull. It is a thing, and it helps you get really, really beastly good endurance. The thing that separates us from the animals is a quality caddy, you know, that you can move the weights on and off. Don't be using slings like some kind of caveman. Get yourself a setup. Here's a good option, just a bolt with an eye, you know, that you can put a big washer that you make out of wood. This one will take 100 kilos. And then you have this awesome one that was made by my friend Jason. So anyone with a welder, get a friend with a welder, come up with a nice caddy system like this that you can just take the weights on and off. It's fantastic. And the best way to get an efficient pulley is to A, have a pulley and don't use a beaner. And B, it's probably even more important, use skinny cord. Get yourself a fan that blows across your board. Having an air conditioning unit in your shed is really important, like if you're trying to, if you want to train year round. It's good to have your temperature and humidity. About 220 kilos of weights at the moment. Deadlift, bench, push press, overhead press. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. How much load through your hand, on each hand for the Beastmaker middle edge. Time under tension on the hangboard. There we go. Sessions per month. Bit fiddly, but once it's in, it's in. And then you're good to go. Yeah, I think the best thing about having your own wall is just the fact that you can control what is going on. So if I want to make sure the holds are really clean, I can do that. Having your own space and having it at your house means that you're more likely to use it. And for me, I can just go down to the shed. It's awesome. Full stop.